Hi, my name is Chris Kirkpatrick. I am the VP of Marketing for Browning Associates, and I'm also the co-author of a book called Executive Job Search Secrets that I authored alongside John Sarachek, the owner of Browning Associates. And I wanted to do a video really quickly talking a little bit about how to find your next ideal executive role and how ultimately Browning Associates can help you along in that process. So here's what I'm going to cover in this video. First and foremost, I want to give you an overview of Browning Associates and our services so you have full clarity going into any conversation that you have with anybody at our company about who we are, what we do, and how we can help you. And then ultimately, I want to give you some insight as to the challenges that our typical clients are facing before they sign up with us and who is the best fit for our model to work with us. Now, before I get into anything else, I want to also talk about what we are not, and that is we are not a recruiter or a headhunter. Now, what's the difference? Recruiters and headhunters, what they do is they represent companies and the company's best interests. They bid for the opportunity to represent a position and fill that position, and then they represent that position inside of a company, and when they fill it, when somebody gets the job, they get the recruiter or headhunter gets paid a 20 to 30% placement fee. Now, they don't care if you get the job or somebody else gets the job. The reality is, as long as they fill that position, they get paid either way. So their allegiance and alliances with the company, not you. Now, what makes us different? We are the absolute opposite of a recruiter and headhunter. So we're an executive career management consulting firm, and our focus is you. Everything we do is in alliance and allegiance with you and your best interest. Now, our specialty and our focus is helping to eliminate the challenges that most executives run into that we see on a day in and day out basis that are slowing down people's search. The average search right now takes about 1 month for every $10,000 of income for the average executive. And over the last 30 years almost, we've helped thousands of executives find exactly what they're looking for. And we do this by helping you elevate your perceived value in the marketplace, which ultimately is going to get you a higher level of conversation with people. We're going to help you target and connect with the right people to uncover the opportunities in what we call the hidden marketplace. And we'll get into that more as I go along here. But ultimately, our focus and our specialty is to give you peace of mind, to give you a process, and ultimately give you the support from the very start of your search all the way through the finish line to make sure you receive an offer faster for the ideal position that you're looking for than you would on your own. Now, before I go any further, I want you to consider a little bit of the following. What is your ideal role? What are some of the industries that you're potentially interested in? Do you have any geographical restrictions, or are you open to moving around anywhere in the country, or are you open to relocating anywhere around the world, right? So those are all things to consider because I always kind of tell people that we have to know, we have to start with the end in mind to figure out where you want to go first, and then we can reverse engineer the process to get there. What's your desired income? What's the company size? What's the culture you're looking for? Ultimately, take control of your search and really be intentional about where you want to go, because you have to think as much about how the company fits who you are as much as how you fit the company. When you do that, it really shifts the power and makes you go at this search from a completely different perspective. Now, the top 3 challenges that our typical clients face day in and day out, number 1 is far and away, it's always the challenge of just getting in front of enough of the right people. I can't tell you how often I hear every single day that if I could just get in front of enough of the right people, or if I could just get in front of the right person, I know I could sell myself. My biggest challenge is getting through that gatekeeper and getting to the decision maker. Well, the next challenge is people have a hard time identifying even what companies, who are the decision makers in those companies, what's the target market that's going to be synergistic with your value proposition. A lot of people don't even know where they want to go, so we can help you with that as well. Ultimately, no matter what, you can get in front of 1,000 people, but if you're not maximizing your perceived value when you get in front of them, a lot of times we hear people all the time that come through and say, you know what, I finished 2nd or 3rd or 4th in the interview stage, or I keep getting interviews, but ultimately I don't get callbacks, whatever it is. It's because your perceived value in those meetings, maybe you're not selling yourself properly, maybe you're not positioning yourself properly, maybe you're leaving some stuff out, maybe you're talking about the wrong things. I'm not sure about where you're at, but making sure you maximize your perceived value, because perception is reality. Once you get in front of them, that's what's going to help you get offers extended to you, and it's going to open people up so opportunities are created for you. A lot of our clients have opportunities opened up, positions completely created for them. Now, I talk a lot about the hidden job market. And what is that? It's basically saying, well, 90% of the jobs or more that you're looking for are never going to be published. The reality is executive level positions are hired typically through private networks, right? So think about the life cycle of a job, and this is really the reason for our success. What do decision makers think when they want to open an opportunity or create a position? The first thing they're going to think is, who do I know that'd be a good fit for this job? If they don't know anybody, the next thing they think, and maybe they think this in addition either way, is who do I know that knows somebody? Because we all want to work with people we know, like, and trust, and it's those personal references that really get it going. So what we need to do is figure out where you want to go, who is that individual, really target in on it, and then we can reverse engineer a strategic networking process, and that's what gives our clients a competitive advantage. Now, this is not a job search. That's the one thing I always want to tell people. If you want to be successful finding your ideal position, stop thinking of it like a job search and start thinking of it like a product launch. And because we have that methodology, for 30 years, we've been building strategic networking and marketing campaigns for our clients. And that is our sole focus. And that's how we get the results. We target an audience and we create a business plan to help you land your ideal position. And then once we create that plan, we give you the tools, the resources, and support to ultimately execute on that plan. That's what it's all about. Because your success is going to come down to two things. A, you need to increase your perceived value to a multi-million-dollar return on investment product that you are. Perception is reality, and if you're not focusing on your search like this, then you're going to miss the ball. You're going to miss opportunity. I don't care. The reality is, it's not the person who's most qualified that gets the job. It's the person whose brand is strategically promoted to the right person at the right time. That's who gets the job. So we need to come at it from that perspective. So our focus is to help you get the right exposure and help you navigate a process that's going to open you more of the right doors. That's what it's all about. So every company has a problem, right? Every company needs help. No company has all of the talent that it needs. New jobs are always scheduled or on the docket or planned as part of strategic initiatives due to creating new business units, growth opportunities, organizational restructuring, all these different things that come into play. You know this, you've probably been through it. So just because jobs aren't posted doesn't mean they're not coming about yet. The key is to get there before they need to be posted, because that's where the opportunity is. So executives make hiring decisions based on relationships and emotions. That's why we focus on networking. Now, once they build a relationship with you and they like you, then they're going to validate it with logic, and that's where we have to make sure we back everything up and have your marketing and branding material backed up with logic, with the technical information that they need to hear. Our focus then is to help you get in front of the decision makers that you need to connect with, that are going to be a natural fit and the obvious choice for the role that you can help best solve the problem. I always tell people this is a sales job helping you land your executive role. So like all other sales, find the need, fill the need. How do you as a product fill a need, solve a problem for a company? And when we focus on that, that's where it's going to be. So we also give you a personal coach and a project manager. So you're going to be assigned a coach and a project manager. What this person is they're your coach, they're your strategist, they're going to help give you peace of mind. They are accountable to you, working with you and for you to prepare for your meetings and calls. And then they help you with debriefing sessions after each call every single week, making sure that the ball is moving forward. I always tell people, what people really need in anything, but especially the executive job search space, is progress. Because when you become stagnant, that's when you start to doubt. And when you start to doubt, that's when bad things happen. That's when you lose confidence, and that's when you start dropping the ball in opportunities. And so we need to make sure we're moving that ball forward. And the only way to do that is by having progress, by getting in front of enough of the right people and having a lot of activity, a large number of activity. That way you're not so concerned, because if you only have one opportunity, one conversation, there's so much weight, so much pressure on that. But if you know that you got conversations popping up all over the place at important levels or strategic levels with influencers and decision makers, you know that, hey, if you drop the ball in one capacity in one conversation, you're not going to beat yourself up too bad about it. you're going to move forward. You're going to learn from it. You're going to get better. So we're going to work with you until you cross the goal line, until you find exactly what you're looking for, and we help you start to negotiate an offer ultimately. Now, our guarantee is we're going to work with you and for you until you find exactly what you're looking for, as long as you follow our time-tested advice and counsel, right? So basically that says if you're coachable, we won't quit if you don't quit. And that's one of the reasons that we have a 97% success rate with our clients, is because of that tenacity, right? Now, obviously, with the average time frame of about just over 6 months for our clients to find what we're looking for, 97% success rate, 6.4 month average, you can see that the results speak for themselves. After almost 28 years in business, this is what it is, right? So my question to you at this point in time is, do you think you would benefit from this? Well, if you do, what I want to do is invite you to get back to the person that you got an email from. I'm not sure. This video is in a couple different places. If you see this on YouTube, go click on the link below here, the careers, not www, but careers.executivejobsearch.net. You can go there. You can check it out. Go check out the link, and I look forward to connecting with you. You can set up an appointment with somebody on the team. But if you did receive an email or an invitation through a calendar link to set up a time to talk to somebody, I really invite you to click that link, set up an appointment. It's no obligation with one of our consultants to really see if this program is right for you, see if you're a good fit, learn a bit more about how we work, and how we might be able to help you. So I hope this helps. I hope it gives you some insight to who we are, and I hope it prepares you for the conversation. Come bring questions for those conversations, and look forward to talking to you soon. All right. Have a blessed, inspirational day, and good luck. Take care.